The numbers, Mason, what are they?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that there's a Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta happening. I actually had no idea. I don't think anyone's even talking about it. Consequences: Black Ops 7 is screwed. The early access beta was a ghost town at launch.
Where did everybody go? Go!
There's nobody here!
Okay, I have a slight issue with that joke. Okay, let me double check something. Because from what I remember, the beta is only available for people who pre-order the game and Xbox Game Pass. Yes. Yeah, no. Yeah. So it kind of makes sense. That just means 70 plus thousand people pre-ordered it on Steam. That's not counting people on Game Pass though. Like we can literally have access to it right now because we have the lowest tier Game Pass.
Yeah. Also, J-Rock says I played a bit of it, thought it was decent besides the matchmaking.
Mm.
Well, yeah, it's probably not a lot of people playing.
What was wrong with the matchmaking? Was it too long, or just the matchmaking itself wasn't good? Like, I'm just curious, what was wrong with the matchmaking? Because I'm not planning to play it. At least up until I upgrade RPCs, I I must stay away from Black Ops 7. Well, how many people have canceled their Game Pass and made the website crash? I thought that was Netflix. Oh no, you're right. You're right. It was Game Pass too. You're right. No, no, no. A lot of people canceled their Ultimate Game Pass.
What is up, Space Pirates? This is your Admiral, the mercifully merciless Dr. Disaster. And some people, when they see a horrible train wreck of a situation going on, they have to avert their eyes, even if it's happening to someone who brought it onto themselves. But as a Schadenfreude enthusiast, I must admit that I personally cannot tear my eyes away. I'm reduced to doing this on a constant basis. Call of Duty absolutely brought all of the shit that is befallen them onto themselves. Just this past year, for example, they added the
No, the biggest problem I have with Call of Duty, it doesn't feel like Call of Duty. It genuinely does feel like you're firing up Fortnite or something. Me and Zen, we did play like the last one, not super frequently, but we would fire it up at least like once a month or something. It kind of feels like Fortnite, not gonna lie. So it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel fun anymore. They try to innovate, but they went the complete opposite direction. Now they're attracting a crowd who honestly would not even have an issue if they go under completely. It started with Warzone, and those operators, they added a lot of colors and cartoonish stuff that made with that game also. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I hated Warzone. I never understood why it picked off so much. I thought it was so annoying.
From what I can remember,
Mm.
Warzone, when they remade Modern Warfare, like the good Modern Warfare,
Mhm.
um, it was more grounded and more heavy impacting. So when they switched over to other CODs, the Warzone just didn't like, feel the same.
All I can say is like the PR thing for Call of Duty, it kind of aggravated me. That's when the first time I decided to like step away from COD. I don't know. You see, I wouldn't be even able to explain to you why, but something about them adding like their BR thing kind of made me just go, not like, oh my god, this is the shittiest game now, whatever. It just made me go, oh, okay. I guess whatever. I'm gonna go play other games.
and butthead skins to the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 game, and people hated that crap because, as it turns out, they wanted to play Call of Duty and not fricking Fortnite. Look at the ratio on this Beavis and Butthead trailer. It's just about a 3-to-1. People did not like.
I've seen a lot of people use the Beavis and Butthead skins though when we were playing COD. It looks so stupid.
like this addition to the game.
That was not smart. That was not smart.
No, it was not smart at all, but do you think that they learned anything from it? Apparently not, because they went ahead and released this now infamous reveal trailer for Black Ops 7 a month or so ago, with soldiers in the game tripping out and seeing weird crap flying around as they fight a bunch of robots, and it was completely hammered, this trailer was, by people because they are sick and tired of unrealistic shit being forced into Call of Duty.
No, I think the biggest problem is also they'll show you one thing in the trailer, but in reality, none of it is in the game. Like, their trailers always look like cinematic Michael Bay movies. You open the game and it's, again, yeah, Fortnite.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always!
Well, Activision Blizzard is getting what they want, I guess. They pushed a non-Call of Duty game out with the Call of Duty name attached to it, and as you can imagine, it has not gone over particularly well. The early access beta for Black Ops 7 just opened up for players, and as you can see from the headline of this article here, the numbers are dreadful. This is a suitable fate for a
I genuinely, I wish he would have pointed out that this is for pre-orders and Xbox Game Pass. I feel like it doesn't make like super huge difference, but it does add like a little bit of an asterisk to it, just to have like all the facts straight.
a company who clearly does not give a rat's ass what their customers want.
I do wonder where it's at right now on Steam. Like, there's no way we can pull numbers from Xbox Game Pass, how many people are playing, or we can only pull it from Steam. Let me, just to quench my own curiosity, I don't see Steam charts for it. So you guys understand what I'm talking about. It just says Steam chats, and it says this: SteamDB does not own Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Give the game to our bot to improve our data. So I'm a little confused. So like the Twitch stats, yeah, they're public. Okay, now I'm even more lost.
The only question they ever seem to want to ask gamers is,
Got any money?
I don't think you can see the numbers. Oh, I mean, I could see that I cannot see the numbers from trying to look at the numbers. Now I'm wondering where he got the numbers from.
alright me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? We have been gathering up a lot of new
I'm like so confused now. I'm lost. Like, where is he getting the numbers from? Did they hide it? Is Steam allowing to hide numbers now? What's going on? The numbers, Mason, what are they?
subscribers lately, so it's already time to ask the following question.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
We now have 161,000 space pirate a-holes in our Buccaneer crew, and as is the custom on this channel, with every 1,000 subscribers, I add a new ship to the fleet. This time, one of you guys suggested that we add Space Ghost ship, the Phantom Cruiser, which is flying up here. If anyone else has recommendations for future ships to be added, drop them into the comment section below, and I will add them to my long list.
I think all the spaceships, I know he already has them there.
Super chats get bumped to the top of that list, and also, for your reference, I will be adding an alphabetical list of all the ships in the fleet already to the description of this video. All that said though, I really appreciate everyone being here, and I will do my best to continue to earn your viewership.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Anyhow, let's talk about how poorly Call of Duty is performing. Now please keep in mind that the main competition for the game is Battlefield 6,
Yeah.
and while I will be having a chuckle at Call of Duty's expense that they are getting their asses kicked by Battlefield this year, do not take this as an endorsement of Battlefield 6. A few weeks back, I covered this here.
Yeah.
This is one of multiple posts made by a senior developer that worked on Battlefield 6.
This is the reason why we don't revisit the topic of Battlefield anymore. If they would have fired the man and held him accountable, yes. I don't think the company should be held liable then, but the problem persists that they are protecting people who are saying those things. So it's an easy pass for me.
Seemingly celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk, and not only has EA seemingly not done anything about it, but they have even banned people on the Steam Community Hub, as you can see here, for even bringing the subject up. Battlefield is going to do well by default because Call of Duty surrendered a good chunk of their customers this year by trying so hard to set up microtransactions and going in the unreal.
Okay, but like Call of Duty microtransactions were going rampant years ago already. It's so bad. Like every time you open any of the Call of Duty versions, you just get blasted with ads. It's like the same level of like clicking on a link on a website. You just get spammed.
Realistic Fortnite direction, but in a perfect world, they would both fail, both of these games. With that said, let's read this article here from Insider Gaming where they talk about how things are not looking good for Black Ops 7. It says at the bottom there, Call of Duty Black Ops 7's early access beta is here and, by all accounts, is not doing too well. When compared to this year's big opponent Battlefield 6, Activision's latest first-person shooter is struggling on two major platforms, Steam and Twitch.
Yeah.
On Steam, Call of Duty has produced a 24-hour peak of just under 75,000 users. By comparison,
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to pull the information for Steam, but I can't. But still, it's like number 6 right now in top sellers. I don't know. I wish I could pull the numbers right now.
Battlefield 6's peak at the same point during the early access beta window was around 335,000 users. On Twitch, Black Ops 7 has 185,000 viewers at the time of publishing, while at a similar time in the beta window, Battlefield 6 had 504,000. Black Ops 7 is this year's Call of Duty title.
Okay, my curiosity is taking over. Which place on Twitch is it right now if you open categories? My curiosity is taking over. No, number 4. Sorry, I cannot count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's number 4. That's not the worst, I guess. You would think a game like COD would bring in more people, right? Obviously. But COD is more about VR now than actually the multiplayer version anyways. People do prefer the VR game.
And following this week's Call of Duty Next event, feelings about the title are mixed within the community. For many, it's a reskin of Black Ops 6, and for others, it represents a stunning title with incredible movement that's sure to...
I think all the Call of Duties are a reskin of like Call of Duty 4.
Yo, take that back about World at War. I'll actually fight you on this.
Be the best thing since sliced bread, and I don't know about all that. I think this article, though it is pointing out a negative when it comes to Call of Duty, it is generally being too favorable to Black Ops 7. It does not seem like opinions are very divided at all to me when it comes to this game. It seems like the vast majority of people do not like Black Ops 7. Don't get me wrong, these people here definitely exist. This is Call of Duty World Champion Attach, saying pretty much each year that the latest Call of Duty release is gonna be the bestest ever.
Look, of course there's gonna be people who are gonna be praising it. First, there's dedicated Call of Duty content creators. They're Call of Duty esports players. If the game wouldn't be there, a lot of their careers wouldn't be there either. So of course they're gonna be praising it. That goes without saying.
Yep.
Now, on the other hand, is it a good thing? I wouldn't say that. I think viewing the game, that yes, the game might have put like food on your table, but viewing it through rose tinted glasses is not the best approach either.
The only thing better than Call of Duty, the most recent one, in some people's minds, is the next Call of Duty.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
But
Yeah, pretty
let's
much,
break
yeah.
down the numbers here so that we can get some context as to how bad things look for Call of Duty. The development budget for Black Ops 7 is reportedly around $700 million.
I think this kind of circles back to what we talked about a few days ago, that all of the not all of them, a lot of the releases, especially from big companies, it feels like a slop fest going on. It's a rinse and repeat.
And that is not even taking into account the marketing for this thing, which will most likely be at least another $100 million, though likely more. But this means that Call of Duty needs to make back around $800 million just to break even. And now, since the game sells for $70 a pop, and since whatever platform that it's sold on, PlayStation, Steam, a retail store, whatever, since they take a roughly 25% cut of any copy sold, then that means that Activision Blizzard gets 75%, which comes out to $52.50 per copy. If you divide the $800 million that they put into this thing by the average
Wait,
amount...
how much?
The $800 million...
800 million. There's no way. What the hell? What did you spend the money on? Where did the money go? 800 million? What?
$1 million that they put into this thing by the average amount that they will take in per unit sold, then that means that they need to sell somewhere around 15 million copies for their break even to even begin. That is an insane number, though it tells you an awful lot about how well this franchise usually sells. But with that in mind, it is the height of stupidity that Activision Blizzard would tamper with the formula for something that works so well, risking pissing off customers and losing them to competition. So yeah, while I will not celebrate that Battlefield 6 will most likely make a good chunk of money and will take a lot of customers from Call of Duty this year, I will have a good laugh at Call of Duty's expense. After all, Battlefield is under the EA umbrella, and
I might just go back to the old COD game. They were a lot more fun anyways.
they were just bought out by a new regime run by Donald Trump's son-in-law and by the Saudi Arabians. So we have hope that this is a company that will eventually right its ship and push this sort of thing out. These posts like this from developers will hopefully get eradicated. That's no guarantee, mind you, but the point is that steps are being taken that
I mean, the way they're gonna get eradicated from the company is if they even get a hint of that they might be potentially tanking sales. They'll get the boot right away. At the end of the day, purchasing EA is just an investment to get influx in return.
will change the makeup of EA. Meanwhile, Call of Duty falls under the Xbox umbrella, and that is a company which needs multiple ass kickings from gamers in order to wake them up. And speaking of which, Call of Duty may not get the Game Pass shot in the arm that
Xbox is genuinely shitting itself right now. Just the decisions alone that they're making are so nonsensical. Considering that it's a rinse and repeat of a lot of the things they already have, I'm wondering if a lot of the money went into cinematic shit.
they are accustomed to getting after Xbox announced that major price increase for Game Pass. It really seems like Black Ops 7 is freaking doomed in a lot of ways. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your derision of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 into
I might still try it out of curiosity just to have full full vision of what's going on, but I'll probably will do that off stream and record it. But other than that, like, I don't really have a lot of interest in it, but I do have access to it. I mean, to the beta. So let's see.